At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Middle.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down carry by Elliott. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Alert!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Allen off the play fake. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Allen going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Elliott. He finds some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards remain for second down. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen taking it himself. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Wiggins, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They keep on the ground with Allen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett.
And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jags, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back